obviously we're getting into our next opponent, and I can't say enough about Rocky Long. First of all, can't thank him enough for allowing me to interview his coordinator, Danny Gonzalez, who's now with us, along with Coach White. He made a big difference so far defensively in our system. Have a lot of guard, Coach Long. He's got himself a really good football team and a really good program. Last 3 years, they're 32-9, by the way. They won a lot of football games. I understand what that school's all about. That was one of my many alma maters that I actually visited, graduated from there. But with that being said, they're a good football team. They have a DNA similar to Michigan State's. They want to run the football. They're going to play really good defense. They don't give up a lot of points. They're a good tackling group. Hit the quarterback a lot. Similar to what we're trying to become. So they have that formula. I came in here last year and beat them. Did a nice job of running the ball. 154 yards rushing. They had Penny, I understand that. Did really good in the return game as far as kickoff returns. Penny had a 99-yard touchdown. They scored 16 points in special teams play when you think about the field goals they made and the special teams touchdown. So they're well equipped of playing slow, methodical games where they like to take time off the clock, similar to Michigan State, like to keep it low scoring, present their defense in a manner where you can't score a lot of points, get you a little flustered and do something. They can create turnovers. They've done a marvelous job of that over the last 10 years the coach has been there, taking the ball away. So we haven't played a road game. Haven't been on the road. This is a good test for us to see if we can continue to improve this week and try to win another football game, which would be very difficult because this is a good opponent. Questions?
Brad Sismat, Sports 360 AZ. You're 1 year there at San Diego State. Tom Kraft, John Fox, Todd Gilbert recruited you. How did that all work?
I was a double transfer, left Cal twice actually. Went there as a freshman, played, and then my sophomore year got into a disagreement with a position coach, left, and went to JC for a season. And they highly recruited me to come back. I went back, was JC All-American, and went back to Cal. Played my junior year, Pac 8 player and all that kind of stuff. And the coach that was coaching me before, they put him at a different position, brought in a new coach, everything was good. I was planning on staying there in the spring. He left and went to the San Francisco 49ers, and guess who came back? Disagreement, I left. My senior year, went to San Diego State, redshirted a year, worked in the shipyard at night, my first semester, because there's no scholarships available. So I actually drove down there and worked in the shipyard, was in school the first semester, went to school during the day and worked at night. And then from there, played my senior year, had a good team. Tom Kraft is from my hometown. Played JC ball with him 1 year I came back. Yeah, really close. TC's a good friend. And played my senior year there and had a pretty good football team. Lost one game to BYU, I believe, 10-7 or something like that. Some high-scoring game against BYU. But we are a good football team. Had a lot of guys who went on to play pro football. David DeCaturno was one of the running backs. So we, good football teams. A lot of double transfers used to go to San Diego State back in the day. They recruited double transfers and JC guys, no high school guys. It was like a haven for all guys. I know Isaac Curtis, who went to Cal, recruited me, left Cal and went to San Diego State and finished his career there, and obviously went to Cincinnati. A lot of professional players, DBs, came out of San Diego State. When I came in the league in 1977, as a rookie, there were 13 defensive backs in the National Football League that came out of San Diego State. So a lot of guys, a lot of pro players have come out of that program. That was the place to go. I told Danny, I said, you guys messed up those uniforms. They used to be all black with the red top hat. I said, now they got red on those things. They don't look the same. Things change. I get it. I'm not trying to be the uniform guy. But, have a lot of respect for that program because I know what that program means to a lot of guys.
There's a story with
Donnie Ray.
And a lot of stories about Herm.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is you led the team in assists because you were always the last player on the last frame. fulfilling.
Yeah, that's true. And because the first time I went in there real fast, John Fox hit me in my ribs. I said, I'm on your team, man. Because Foxy was in the secondary. And we played a lot of man-to-man coverage back in those days. We had basically two coverages, free safety in the middle and no free safety. Play man-to-man. So you're not going to get a lot of assisted tackles, obviously, because you're playing corner and you're always in man-to-man. And it really was a place to where it really got you ready to play pro football because you played so much man coverage. But it was a fun place. I mean, we had a lot of fun and really good football team as well.
Doug Haller, The Athletic. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but given the coaching transition, which can be rocky at times, what does it mean to be nationally ranked?
I didn't even hear that until today. I mean, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that stuff. I just coach the football team. I think our coaches and players have done a magnificent job of really coming together, and it's hard. It's hard when you change like this. It's always hard to change. And when you get an influx of new players, you get some new coaches on your staff, you know, that's difficult. I think these guys have weathered all that now. I think we've earned their trust. I always say with this, and I always talk as a player, I said, coaches have to earn your trust. You respect coaches because they're the coach, but you got to earn their trust. And I think our coaches have done that. I hope I've earned their trust by now. I'm still trying to work on that. You know, as I said, I took the job as a servant. I'm here to serve those guys, the players and the coaches. And I think they know I'm pretty consistent with them. I'm a guy that I'm pretty calm. Now, some people would say I'm not, but I really am. I'm a calm guy. I make calm decisions. I don't get emotionally involved in things where I make one of those decisions. Every once in a while, I might have a blow up, but for the most part, I'm pretty level-headed. And so I think that's been calming for them through the change, and for coaches too, because when you hire a staff, they never worked with you before. These guys never worked with me. The only guy that really knows me is Kevin Mawai. He's played for me, so he kind of understands my mannerisms. And I think as things were going along, when we first got here, they would lean on Kevin. And Kevin would look at him and go, yeah, don't ask him that. Or, yeah, he's good with that. So I think they figured me out, and I'm still learning all of these guys as well, but that's helped us a lot, and it's attributed to the players and the coaching staff.
Paul Richardson with the Sports Page.
Yes, sir.
Coach, I know you were saying you just saw that you were ranked for the first time.
Well, I didn't see it, somebody told me. So.
With the players, though, when they see that, do you think you'll have their attention, even though, because San Diego State was a loss last year, and he got then played them really, really well?
Yeah, well, rankings don't help you win. Preparation and performance is how you win football games, and we won't get caught up in that. No, our motto is real simple: stay humble and hungry, and we have to continue to be humble because, hey, you know, that last game we played, they could have won it a different way. We don't make a couple plays, and the outcome of that game's different, and I think the players realize that, and we haven't played a complete game yet on either side of the football. But what we have done is they play hard now. Oh, they play hard, and I got a lot of text messages and calls after that game from guys that are in football, and say, Coach, they play hard, and I've always said this: just leave it on the grass. Just leave it on the grass. That's all you have to do as a football player. You leave everything you got on the grass, and then you can live with the outcome of what happened.
Else on this side before we pass it to the other side?
Tony Callahan, also a sports game. San Diego State's going with a backup quarterback. I think his first coach is starting this week. A limited amount of film. How does that affect the preparation of his team?
Well, the good part is Coach Gonzalez knows who he is. He was on that staff. That helps you some. But we know who they are. They're going to run the football. They're going to run it, and they're going to run it, and they're going to continue to run it. And that's what they do. That's their personality. You know, they want to possess the clock. They want their defense to be fresh so they can run around. And their defense plays with their hair on fire. They play hard, boy. They really play hard, and they'll be ready to play us. I mean, they will match our intensity. They will. The quarterback, he's athletic. He can leave the pocket and make some plays, but they're going to rely on their running game and try to stay out of third and longs, because that's when we can get creative. They get creative as well, where they hit the quarterback a lot. We've been fortunate enough in the first 2 games to hit the quarterback, and that's what you want to do. You want to storm the castle, hit the quarterback, make him uncomfortable. That's what football's about. Quarterback's down, you got a chance.
What was the icing on the quarterback? How has he made such an impact on the students as a freshman?
We're fortunate enough to get him. He was a big get for us in our recruiting process. I think, you know, when you ask a freshman to come in here and start, that's asking a lot. And he hasn't blinked. He has not blinked. And every week he gets more confident. But he is a good player. I mean, it'll be fun to watch him a couple years from now and see how he develops, become the guy we anticipate him to become. But when we recruited him and I told him, I said, look, this place is about opportunity. I don't care if you're a freshman, a sophomore, a senior, doesn't matter. The best players are going to play. I listen to my eyes every day I go to practice. That's your resume. You put it on tape every time you walk on the football field. And I said, I will listen to my eyes. And I said, I don't care if you're a freshman. You're the best player, you're going to play. And he looked at me and said, Coach, I get it. I said, I know you get it. That's why you're starting. You go play. Go have fun. And he's going to make some mistakes. But by week 6, he's going to be better off for it. And we got Danny played 25 guys again on that defense. And a lot of guys go out there, they make some mistakes, but we're going to live with it because we're trying to build something. So we're not going to panic when he makes